There are lots of random theories about this and not a lot of hard realities behind them, and I want to talk about that too because there's just a lot of crap about crappers. But the real bottom line, it turns out, is the bottom line. Basically, like most everything else in our current supply and demand focused society, it's just all about cutting costs. Toilets are white because the most common material we use to make them is naturally white. The kind of porcelain we use these days to make toilets has a specific glaze on it during manufacturing that turns it into something called vitreous china. Vitreous china happens to be white. Of course, there are also countless design blogs out there that claim all kinds of other reasons for the color of toilets. I don't fully believe there's a lot of evidence for any of those, except for maybe one clear standout. But these are things like design principles and the aesthetics of cleanliness. White materials supposedly just feel clean. I guess because you can very easily see anything gross that has accumulated on them. One claim is that this made it really easy for hospitals and other businesses and industrial settings to ensure that their facilities were clean, and that this just ultimately became institutionalized and standardized for everyone else. The one other argument I could definitely see as a real contributing factor also happens to involve profit. We live in a post-abundance, consumer-driven hellscape, and nothing screams heavenly perfumed notes of capitalism louder than the phrase resale value. The lucky color of move-in ready domiciles, you ask? Well, you guessed it. It's white. So we must absolutely make sure that nobody living in our society today expresses their personality in any way and simply waits inside their own house as if it's a graveyard for their soul, biding their time endlessly until the day they can pass on their perfectly white commode to the next characterless miscreant who will then perform the very same vigil. We have a painfully beautiful way of ruining ourselves at the slightest suggestion of a profit margin. So anyway, shitters,